Ever wonder why people seem to ignore you more often than you'd like? It's a universal feeling to sometimes feel overlooked, but if it's happening consistently, there might be specific reasons behind it. It's not always about them, it could be about you. Understanding these reasons can be the key to improving your social interactions and ensuring your voice is heard. In this video, we will explore 10 reasons why people might be ignoring you and how to address them. Firstly, you might be too negative. Now let's unpack this. Picture this. You're in a room filled with people, and there's one person who's constantly complaining, pointing out problems, and spreading doom and gloom. How do you feel around this person? I bet it's not the most comfortable or enjoyable experience. That's the effect constant negativity can have on those around you. It's like a dark cloud that pushes people away, but don't worry, there's a silver lining to this cloud. You can start practicing positivity. Focus on the good things happening around you, no matter how small. When you catch yourself about to complain, take a moment to reconsider. Is it necessary? Can you find a solution instead of dwelling on the problem? This shift in perspective can make a world of difference. So let's make a pact to spread more positivity and less negativity. Remember, positivity attracts, negativity repels. Secondly, you might be too self-centered. It's quite natural to want to share our experiences, thoughts, and feelings. However, if you're always the focus of your conversations, people might feel overlooked or unimportant. It's like you're the star of a one-person show and they're just spectators. This can lead to people feeling unappreciated and, yes, ignored. The antidote? Develop your active listening skills. Show genuine interest in others. Ask questions about their lives, their interests, their feelings. Remember, conversation is a two-way street. It's not just about you, it's about them too. Also, try to cultivate empathy. Put yourself in their shoes. Understand their perspectives, their dreams, their challenges. When you show that you genuinely care about others, they're more likely to engage with you and less likely to ignore you. In essence, it's all about balance. Balance between expressing yourself and understanding others. People value those who value them. Thirdly, you might be inauthentic. It's like wearing a mask, isn't it? Always hiding behind a facade, pretending to be someone you're not. But here's the thing. People can sense when you're not being genuine. It's a vibe, an energy that's palpable. The inauthenticity can seep through your words and actions, and it's off-putting. It's like trying to connect with a character in a movie, but you just can't because you know it's all make-believe. So, what's the solution? Start by being true to yourself. Embrace who you are, warts and all. Practice honesty, not just with others, but with yourself too. It's okay to show vulnerability, to let people see the real you. You'd be surprised how much people appreciate authenticity. It's refreshing, it's relatable, and most importantly, it's real. Remember, no one can play you better than you can. Authenticity is magnetic. Fourthly, you might be unreliable. Being unreliable is like being a rain cloud in someone's sunny day. Promises are like invisible threads that connect people. When you break your promises or show inconsistency in your actions, these threads snap, causing people to drift away from you. It's like planting a tree and not watering it. The tree, or in this case, the relationship, wilts and eventually dies. The solution? Be more responsible. If you make a promise, keep it. If you say you'll do something, follow through. Being reliable doesn't mean you have to move mountains. It's about the small things like showing up on time, following through on commitments, and being someone others can count on. Remember, your actions speak louder than words. So let your actions show you're a person of your word. You'll see a significant change in how people perceive you. Trust is a cornerstone of all relationships. Fifthly, you might be disrespectful. Disrespect can manifest in many forms. It could be constant interruptions when others are speaking, not valuing other people's time, or blatantly disregarding someone's feelings. This type of behavior is a surefire way to make people feel unvalued and overlooked, leading them to ignore you. But here's the good news. It can be fixed. Start by practicing empathy. Try putting yourself in the other person's shoes. How would you feel if you were treated the same way? This perspective can help guide your actions and responses. Additionally, remember that respect is a two-way street. It's not just about how you treat others, but also about how you allow others to treat you. Stand up for yourself when necessary, but always in a respectful manner. Remember, every person deserves respect, regardless of their status, race, gender, or beliefs. After all, respect earns respect. Sixthly, you might be too pushy. When you constantly pressure others, it's like you're trying to force a square peg into a round hole. It's not going to fit, and all you're doing is causing discomfort and annoyance. Being pushy can come off as desperation or a lack of respect for others' boundaries, causing them to gradually distance themselves from you. Think about it. Would you enjoy being around someone who's always pushing their agenda without considering your feelings or opinions? Probably not. So, what's the solution? Practice patience. Understand that everyone has their own pace, their own comfort zones. Instead of constantly pushing, try pulling. Draw people in with your charisma, your understanding, and your respect for their boundaries. Also, learn to listen more and talk less. By doing so, you show respect for others' opinions and cultivate a more balanced relationship. Remember, nobody appreciates feeling like they're under siege. Patience and respect go a long way. Seventhly, you might be not engaging. Let's face it, conversations can be like a game of tennis, with ideas and thoughts volleyed back and forth. So, if you're more of a wall than a player, people might start ignoring you. Being engaging doesn't mean you have to be the life of the party. It's about showing genuine interest in others, asking open-ended questions, and actively participating in conversations. Remember, people love to share their thoughts and experiences, so give them the opportunity. Ask about their day, their interests, their opinions, and when they answer, show enthusiasm. A simple "wow, that's fascinating" can go a long way. Moreover, strive to be a well-rounded conversationalist. This could mean learning about new topics or developing a wide range of interests. This not only makes you more engaging, but also more interesting. Engagement is key to holding attention. So, let's pick up the racket and start playing the game of conversation. Eighthly, you might be overly sensitive. This trait can often lead to people distancing themselves from you. Imagine this: every time someone gives you constructive criticism or a lighthearted joke comes your way, you react strongly or take it to heart. This may make people feel as if they are walking on eggshells around you, and they might choose to avoid such discomfort by ignoring you. Now, we're not suggesting you become an emotionless robot, but developing a thicker skin can be beneficial. Try to understand that not everyone's intention is to hurt you. Sometimes it's just a different perspective or a harmless joke. Learning to not take things personally can be a game changer. It's about understanding that every interaction isn't an attack on your character, but merely an exchange of thoughts and ideas. Balance in emotions is crucial. Too little, and you might come off as cold and detached. Too much, and you risk pushing people away. Striving for emotional balance can make a huge difference in your relationships. Ninthly, you might be too quiet. Now, there's nothing wrong with being an introvert. In fact, introverts often have a unique perspective that can provide invaluable insights. However, if you're always in the backdrop, others may unintentionally overlook you. It's not because they don't value your input, but rather because they might not even realize you have something to say. Consider practicing assertiveness. This doesn't mean you have to become the loudest person in the room, but rather learning to express your thoughts and ideas confidently when it matters. Participating more in conversations can also help you become more visible. Start small, perhaps by voicing your opinion in a meeting or engaging in small talk with colleagues. Remember, being quiet is not a flaw, but a trait. It's about finding the balance between keeping your natural quietness and ensuring your voice is heard when it counts. After all, your voice matters, let it be heard. Lastly, you might be not approachable. This might seem surprising, but approachability plays a crucial role in how people perceive and interact with you. If you're often distant or closed off, it can make people feel as though you're not interested in them or what they have to say. This can lead to people ignoring you, not out of spite, but simply because they're respecting what they perceive as your wish for solitude. However, there's good news. You can change this. Improving your body language is a great place to start. Try to maintain open postures, make eye contact, and lean in during conversations. Smiling more can also help. A smile can make you seem more inviting and friendly. Lastly, be open to conversations. Show genuine interest in what others are saying and respond in a way that encourages further dialogue. Remember, approachability invites interaction. So there you have it, 10 possible reasons why people might be ignoring you. From negativity to being too quiet, these factors can influence how others perceive you. But remember, it's not just about identifying these traits, but actively working towards improving them. It's about fostering understanding, empathy, and bettering our social interactions. Change indeed starts with you. So take a step today towards a more approachable and engaging you. Remember, change starts with you. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to MindBlend for more insightful videos. Goodbye.